morning everybody. This is Language Mantra channel, session 19, Advanced English. In our real life situation, very often we come across many ifs and buts. And those ifs and buts, when treated in terms of language, become conditional or conditional clauses. In session 17, we have discussed conditional if clauses only, but there are several other words that introduce conditional clauses. Let's see. Number one, unless and until. We take these two words together. Unless and until, they behave in a similar way. So far as conditional clause is concerned, only difference is that unless refers to some condition and until refers to time. This is the difference. Otherwise, so far as conditional clause and its construction is concerned, these two words behave the same way. Example, unless you take medicines, the problem will worsen. Unless you take medicine, this is conditional clause, that means subordinate clause. The problem will worsen, this is principal clause. This is in the simple future tense. So it looks very much like type 1 clause. While discussing if clauses, we have discussed 4 types: type 0, type 1, type 2 and type 3. This one looks very much like type 1 because first part is in the simple tense, simple present tense, and second part, the main clause, that is in the future tense. Very nice. Now, next one, please wait until I come. Now it looks very much like type 0. But it is not type 0. There is no universal truth here. There is no general truth here. There is no scientific truth here. But this is a simple sentence that is called imperative sentence. Imperative sentences are like this. Therefore, don't compare with those 4 categories. Unless you watch the video, you cannot imagine how thrilling it is. Unless you watch the video, unless. This is the word introducing condition. So you must watch the video if you want to understand how thrilling it can be. So unless you watch the video, you cannot imagine how thrilling it is, both sides, simple present tense. And we have another option here. That option is unless you have watched the video, you cannot imagine how thrilling it is. This is also possible. So those 4 items we discussed the other day, and these examples we are discussing today may not match together because these are different types of words. These are not if clauses. Those conditions, those 4 types, are only reserved for conditional if clauses. We come to the second one. That is, one condition determines something. That is the basic structure. So here we have provided that and providing. These 2 words, very same so far as meaning is concerned. Provided followed by that. Providing does not require that. This is the difference. Meaning is the same. A good crop is expected provided that the weather remains normal. If weather remains normal, a good crop is expected. Both sides simple present, and there is some truth also. So it comes very close to 0 type. But so far as a good crop is concerned, there are many other conditions. So we don't try to match this one with 0 type. Keep it different. A good crop is expected provided that the weather remains normal. Example number 2, that is with providing. You can get some benefit of tax rebate. providing you are 60 plus. If you are 60 plus, you can expect some tax benefit. You see here, you can get some benefit of tax rebate. This is the principal clause. Whereas the next part, providing you are 60 plus, this is conditional clause, a subordinate clause. Situation would not be affected by any of two or more things. There are two or more conditions. But even after that, situation does not change. Example, say it is difficult to satisfy fussy people. It is difficult to satisfy fussy people. This is actually the principal clause, whether you are a man or an angel. Or you can add to that, you are a god, you are a devil, you are a Satan, whatever. But it is very difficult to satisfy a person who is by nature fussy or fastidious. So here we have that condition. Now, it is difficult to satisfy fussy people, whether you are a man or an angel or more than two, then God, demigod, Satan, whatever you like, you put one after another, but it is very difficult to satisfy fussy people. Now, next one, restrictive words, either, neither, sometimes either, neither. Either and neither. So you have an example, either you come now or don't come at all. Restriction is there, you must come now or you needn't come at all. So this is also a conditional clause. And then another example, you may come on condition that you wear neither a black nor a blue shirt. Then again there is a condition. You may come, you are welcome, but condition is that you wear neither a black nor a blue shirt. So this is the condition, and if you can follow this condition, you are welcome. You come. Then when formal suit and hat with in person. Formal suit means when you want to be formal. You can use suit as introducing a conditional clause, or you can use had also as a word introducing conditional clause. Let's see. Should you face any problem, contact our customer unit. If you have any problem, you can contact the service center. So, should you face any problem, this is the conditional part. And here you find one thing. Should you, it is not like you should. It becomes should you, should come first, then subject comes. Should you face any problem? This is very formal English. So in this case, should can be used as a word introducing a conditional clause. So is had. Had I known. I had known? No. Had I known that there was a festival, I could have taken the children for a change. But had has come before and it has introduced the conditional clause. Had I known that. Now other words are also there, otherwise, lest, on condition that, as soon as, whereas, then wherever, whichever, etc. These two can sometimes work as conditional. I hope you remember our last session, if clause, and we gave 4 items there. Zero type. Zero type actually speaks of something that is, very much like a universal truth or some scientific truth or generally accepted truth. You believe in that. So, for example, if you study hard, you do well in the exam. This is a general truth. If you study hard, you do well in the examination. But this clause, you just change slightly, it becomes type 1. How? If you study hard, you will do well in the exam. You will do exam. In the first case, it is just you do well. Both sides, simple present tense. In the second type, But in the second sentence, that means type 1, it becomes, if you study hard, you will do well in the exam. This will makes it particular rather than general. In the first case, it is a general truth, but in the second, when it becomes a type 1 example, it is just a suggestion or a counsel or an advice to someone particular. Then type number 2. This is very, imaginary situation. Like if you studied hard, you would do well in the exam. This is entirely imaginary. It has nothing to do with practical situation. So you can think like this: if I were the king. You try from the present time to locate yourself in the past time and try to imagine something. That's all. And in type 3, what happens? If you had studied hard, you would have done well. You would have done well. That means your chance is gone. That particular time is already past, so you do not have any chance now. You did not work hard. Therefore, this is a kind of something like you are repenting that you didn't do it in time. A kind of, you're feeling bad. That sense is there. But you have no chance. That time is already gone. So these are the basic 4 types, and you must remember this. Basic conditional means if clauses, or basic conditionals mean if clauses. Now, here we have words other than if clauses. These are also very much important. So remember if clauses and side by side these clauses also. And in that case, you will have a better picture of the conditional clauses in the English language. So this much today. I think you have a good idea of conditionals by now. Let's see. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.